Well, hello and welcome. This is Corinna Astor, and welcome to my astrology community. So good to have you. I am in the middle of renaming my channel. That's why I feel like it's just changing every time I'm introducing myself. But yeah, welcome to those of you new. Welcome back. I do Chinese astrology, I do sidereal astrology. I hope that you enjoy this. This is going to be so much fun, and let's dive into it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, I am a Chinese medical practitioner, and I've been a holistic and Chinese practitioner, Chinese medicine practitioner for 13, almost 14 years now. So I do always talk about um, often I share, different ways that we can care for ourselves. And I want to share that I didn't just get glasses. I've been wearing contacts my entire adult life, but I am using my blue light blocker glasses for my videos. I should have been doing it all along. I kind of got a little lazy with wearing them for a bit. But yeah, getting back into a good habit with that. And so that is something else that you can get for yourself. We always want to be thinking about EMF protection. And yeah, I'll just kind of add in some like tidbits about some holistic healing tips here and there. And so, yeah, well, so we have just entered. So this video is for December 7th, and we'll go through December 13th. So on December 7th, excuse me, we have entered the Young Earth Rat month. And so it officially begins on the 7th. So yeah, what does that mean? So the rat is very detail oriented, it's very organized, it's a very social creature, it's very meticulous, and the young Earth is it's a great listener. It's really able to get a lot accomplished once it makes up its mind. It's a little slow to change, a little slow to move. But yeah, so this could be a really good month for making some headway on projects, and you're gonna have really good energy. It's gonna be extra good if you have monkey, dragon, or ox in your chart. I will put the link down below for you to look up your Chinese astrology chart if you don't know your four animals. So there are four animals and four elements. The eight characters is called the Baji. It's also called the four pillars. And so, yeah, it's definitely a whole different system than looking at the sidereal Vedic astrology or the Western astrology where we're used to a wheel. It's actual pillars. And so, very different. But yeah, so I invite you to check that out. I also do astrology readings, of course, with the Chinese astrology. So, there's links for that information below. If you are a horse or a rabbit this month, there could be just some changes and or possibly a little bit of challenges. It's not necessarily an issue, it's just something to be aware of. So, and remember, this will, of course, go into that first week of January. So yeah, and I always suggest too that you study the feng shui, and I need to start remembering to, and I will today, link the feng shui YouTube person that I follow. It's free to see, where the best energy sectors are, and it really can make a big difference in your life, and it can help you to mitigate negative things. And it's another tool that you want to use alongside with using astrology. It's, again, all about energies. Energies are always moving. They're neither good nor bad, but there's always combinations that are better for us at times, and at other times they're not as good. And that's why, again, we're always as astrologers saying like this is a general overview. So yes, what I'm sharing today is a general overview. If you want to know more particulars, you have to know your particular transits, and I can share that with you. So anyway, all right. So this is going to be quite an interesting and exciting month, I think. It could be, yeah, very fiery, of course. And I say that because Mars is also entering into Sagittarius today on December 7th. So Mars in Sagittarius, this is going to give us a lot of energy to just go out and do adventurous things. So, and it may really have us really going down more of learning about things and learning about the truth, learning, yeah, just wanting to find a path to justice in some endeavor. So you may really, yeah, be going down some rabbit holes this month. And so, if you haven't already. But because also what's interesting is this month opens on a young metal dog day. Now, young metal is all about justice. Sagittarius can be all about justice. It is that philosopher. It wants to know the truth. It's the archer. It's very one pointed. It can get very fixated. So we do want to be careful. The dog can also get very fixated. Again, one of the protector animals really has a strong drive for justice, and the young metal energy really wants justice. So this month, yeah, justice. It's the theme, and truth, and wanting to get to the bottom of things. And this day does begin on an open day, which could be a good day to start something new. However, there are some challenging aspects to this day, so I wouldn't really start a really big business project or anything totally new on this day. Personally, it's a little bit challenging because there is young earth within dog. That is a clash with the year energy of the yin wood. And so there is going to be again some very changeable energy, just the yeah, and along with that, the moon is in Cancer. With Cancerian energy, we can be very moody. We can want to change our mind. There's nothing wrong with being emotional and moody. I don't mean that in any negative sense. I just really mean that like we can, feel good and then feel like, okay, yeah, I'm not so sure. And like just, very much changing our mind. So there will be, yeah, a lot um, of change and growth on this day, I think. And in general, this is a uh, uh, can't think of the right word, but it's basically like, yeah, it's foreshadowing the month of quite a bit of change for all of us, I believe. So what else? The moon and Jupiter are conjunct. And so, that can bring some really positive, benevolent energy to all of us. The moon represents the people. Jupiter is expansive energy, it's growth. Yeah, I mean, so there could be some growth, especially in like communication, which is really a beautiful thing. And speaking of which, I will be sharing my Cultivate Conscious Communication class on this Tuesday coming up on December 9th. So check the link below if you're local. It is going to be at Studio Reverb. I would love to have you. So we're going to really dive into, yeah, how we can better communicate with our loved ones. We all need to work on this. We just got through a Mercury retrograde, so I don't need to tell you, that you had some stuff coming up. And with the moon being in Venus, which it still has been, that's also can be a little tricky just because, or excuse me, the moon and Venus. Wow. Okay. With Venus being in Scorpio. Wow. Okay. There we go. When Venus is in Scorpio, we can just hang on just a minute before I get into that. Let me share my screen because I am just not saying things right now. So, um, I don't even think that's what I meant to say. So one moment while I get my screen ready. Thanks for your patience, everybody. That's hilarious. I think I'm trying to say Mercury in Scorpio. There we go. Oh my goodness, so funny. Yeah, and so with Mercury in Scorpio, uh, and I believe Venus is actually in Scorpio. So yes, there is that. But I was trying to say with Mercury in Scorpio, sometimes we can be a little stinging with our words or we can be a little sharp. So it is something we need to be aware of. We can feel a little emotional and then be a little reactive. I've been talking about this if you've been following me. So again, just really try to take a breath, be that better person. Like just know that these are things that we're all experiencing. But yeah, the conscious communication that I teach is based off of nonviolent communication by Marshall Rosenberg, and also with the coaching that I learned at self-sustaining leadership coaching academy that I studied with. So, all right, so I'm trying to get rid of these ads. They're very annoying. Okay. So what else about December 7th? So yeah, there's just a lot of changeable energy, and that also includes that while the moon and Jupiter are conjunct, and that's very lovely, they will also have an opposition to Pluto. And so there really could be a big change that we will, some kind of transformation that we could all experience with this. Yeah, it'll be really interesting. you know, hopeful and a little, trying not to be nervous because I mean, I really don't live in fear, but that's doesn't always look so good. Yeah, and let's see. So we do have this Venus and Black Moon Lilith that are going to be conjunct for the entire week. So excuse me, right here, they will be conjunct later, but right now it's Mercury and Black Moon Lilith conjunct. And so we're going to be really wanting to speak about things that have been ways in which we haven't been able to express ourselves and really speak up. So this is another aspect that is just really drawing us towards wanting to, yeah, be truthful, be real, be more authentic. This is the time. And so, yeah, come practice with me. All right, enough said about that. And let's see if there was anything else. Yeah, so Chiron, there is some really nice aspect with Chiron. So Chiron is trine the Sun and Venus. So there will be that. I don't know, it'll be kind of interesting, I guess, with leadership. So the Sun represents leadership. So I mean, I guess that is a positive aspect in that sense. So even if something, yeah, anyway, I don't know. I don't want to make predictions here. I'm not a psychic, but also it'll be interesting to see kind of what will come of this day. Yes. Okay. So let's move along to December 8th, where we get into a yin metal pig day. And so again, with this yin metal of the day, then that is a clash with the yin wood of the year. It's not the direct clash that the yin metal would be if it was a yin, or excuse me, a yang wood, but metal does chop wood, and so there is still a little bit of a clash here. So it will be a little bit of, again, a changeable day. And let's see, and then the pig also does clash with the snake. So this is definitely, yeah, lots of change happening today. So again, it's a lower energy day in the Chinese astrology. So expect to feel a lot of that going on. And the moon is in Cancer. So again, we may be feeling really emotional and just a little bit lower energy in general. So just really take some good care of yourself. Remember to get out and do your earthing. Do some stretching, some yoga. I teach breathwork yoga. It's really amazing for creating emotional resilience. I will be teaching that on Tuesday morning. I would love for you to join me. It's online, so I will put a link to that as well. Yeah, so anyway, that's going to be a little bit of a tricky day. I'm not going to lie. It is one of the lower energy days of the week, or maybe the most difficult day of the week. And yeah, because there is also this square with Mars to Saturn and Neptune. And so, yeah, again, there could be just some anger around the way that structures are keeping us in place and trying to put us in place. And yeah, and I just think that it could be a little bit of that challenge with that opposition with the moon and Pluto. So um yeah. So, and then now, okay. Nope, it hasn't quite begun yet. All right. So yeah, but we do just continue to have this Uranus opposition to Mercury. So I do think we are gonna again having more truths coming to the surface that are gonna be really shocking and surprising. I've talked about that in past months, and that is continuing. So yeah. Um, just, it's just that time when, people have been inauthentic for a long time and it can't be hidden any longer. And so we're all getting to learn, and it is hard to know that people that we loved or that we thought we respected were just not the people that we thought they were. But yeah, so what else do I want to say before I move on? I think just checking my notes. And yeah, well, let's move to December 9th. And I would love to say that this is going to be a much easier day, but unfortunately, there are some really challenging energies of this day because Mars is in at 1 degree of Sagittarius, and the first degree of a fire sign is Gandanta, which means that people can be very emotional and emotionally out of control. Again, please come to my breathwork yoga class. I really recommend it. It's at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, so we will, move some energy and then get to feel better. So, yeah, I mean, we all deserve to, um, get through whatever we are going through with some kind of ease and not having so many challenges. But yeah, and Tuesdays are my 1 hour class. You can always come for a shorter time if you can't do the whole class. It's standing form. You don't have to be really flexible to do breathwork yoga. So it's lovely. Okay, and so again, the moon is still in Cancer. We still do still have a lot of energy and um, planets that are in the water signs. We still have a little stellium here in Scorpio. And so, yeah, there's just still a lot of emotions kind of at the surface. We are still in Scorpio season. The sun is still in Scorpio until the 15th of this month. So, next week, I'll be talking about us entering into Sagittarius, but we're not there yet. So, and yeah, Scorpio is also about digging for truth. So, there's a lot of that happening. And what else? So we do have a lovely trine though with the moon and Chiron today, so that will make things a lot more easeful. We won't hopefully be as triggered. But yeah, definitely watch for some anger coming up and just who you're directing it to. Again, we may just be wanting to, yeah, just react with that Mercury and Scorpio, and especially with any of us that have repressed our true authentic self to keep the peace in relationships. And yeah, that's just not serving us anymore. And Uranus is a planet of shocks and surprises, and we are just going to barf some stuff up, I think, if we're not careful. So be aware, forewarned, just, forearmed. And yeah, so that is now, I didn't talk about the Chinese astrology yet of this day. So now this is a young water rat day. Young water is also very emotional. I mentioned all the energy already of the emotions. So again, young water, we will be able to use our wisdom though to like make to create solutions. The rat does like to really use that precision and figure out it's a problem solver. And so yeah, and again, there will be some changeable energy with that being the young water day and the young earth of the month. That is a controlling element, so there will be definitely some tension on this day. So I think especially with that aspect, and then this getting on to Sagittarius, Mars and Sagittarius aspect. So could be another day to kind of lay low. I would not again have like really. I mean, I'm teaching my class this day, but there's almost never a perfect day for certain things. And honestly, like, I think this could be really helpful for us to be like really truthful and honest about things that are difficult, So it's not like you can't do anything important on these days. It is an established day, so it can be a good day to open something up. But just know that, yeah, if it's feeling tricky, well, now you know why. All right, moving along to December 10th, we are now in a yin water ox day. And the yin water ox is an energy that's going to be really hardworking and really wanting to, yeah, just get a lot of things done. But it's also going to be a little emotional, a little hard to pin down. And the moon will be in Leo now, so we will have a lot more energy to be sociable and to go out. And maybe if we're feeling like any leadership activities or if we're in a position of leadership, we definitely will be feeling better on this day. We'll be feeling more family oriented. It'll be, there'll be some better, more peaceful aspects because now the Mars will be out of that first degree of Sagittarius. So, phew, we can definitely breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. But again, continuing to learn more shocking truths in the world. And however, there's this nice aspect of this trine with Uranus and Pluto. And so, this transformation of these shocks will feel more easeful today. So, yeah, overall, I think the 10th is going to be a pretty lovely day. And so I'm trying to remember, let's see. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that's a Wednesday. Yeah. So on December 11th, we were moving into Thursday. And so the moon is again in Leo today. So again, yeah, more energy to go on those adventures. I would definitely start, or being more courageous. Mars and Sagittarius is about being courageous too, and like using your willpower to do something. Um, so yeah, again, there could be willpower to make a change in something in the family unit with Mars and, or excuse me, with the moon in Leo, or around leadership. Something to do with your inner child as well could be another aspect, your playful self, if there's something, if you've been kind of not able to tap into your creativity, you could shift that and be like, all right, I am going to do my creative projects. I know that is something that I am hoping to do more of this coming week. Although I have different creative projects, there's always so many that I want to do and can't do everything. All right, and there will be this opposition with Saturn and Neptune to the moon today, so we could just really feel like, oh my gosh, more of the hard work that is to come and or the structures that are kind of holding us place. There could be some frustrations around illusions in the world. And then there is a little bit of a square too with Mars to Saturn and Neptune too. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure this is going to be the easiest day, but squares are what like create us to be the awesome people that we get to be. I mean, if it was all trines and sextiles, the ease, the support, then well, life would be easy and we wouldn't learn. So we wouldn't be on this planet in this kind of realm where there is the polarities of energies, the kind of good and not so good energies, right? And we're here to learn. So yeah, I mean, I think there's always good energies and things to tap into. So again, I would just really enjoy the um, energy of Moon and Leo to be more social, be more gregarious and charming. And then it's a Youngwood Tiger Day. It's a good energy day in the Chinese astrology. It is a multiplier day, so really watch your thoughts. If you start going in a negative trajectory, that could be tricky. If you have monkey in your chart or snake in your chart, you may need to lay low a little bit. Remember, the tiger, monkey, and snake can make the ungrateful punishment, so be careful with today. And then, um, yeah, and then the young wood and the young earth are a clash, so there is going to be some changeable energy here as well. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The tiger is also one of the protector animals. And so in this month of justice, with the rat, it's going to be like, I want to serve, I want to protect. And so this could be a great day to think about like how you can do something for your community or for your family or for a loved one that's struggling and just be the hero. Yeah, tigers love to, just follow that passion and do something to be of service, to be great and to yeah, be a protector, right? So let's find justice on a day like today. Um, we will see some stuff with leadership that we will be, again, I think very shocked about and very disappointed, most likely. So that will again be interesting. I've got to start doing a little follow-up with like the day-to-days and like what was kind of happening in the news, and it'll be kind of fascinating, or just kind of what I've been seeing maybe in my community. And as always, please comment below and share. And also make sure you like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much. I would love to help more people get the word out so that we can all thrive. This is a good way for you to just, yeah, like get support and know, like, okay, this is how I can plan my week, or know why it can be difficult with certain people. And you can try to, find a better day to spend time with certain loved ones. And of course, as always, I'm here for a reading if you want more detailed support. So I would love to support you. All right. So moving along to December 12th, we've come to Friday. It is a Yinwood Rabbit Day. This is going to be a much gentler day of the week. We're going to want to work on problem solving. it's a balanced day. And so if you are in a position of some kind of power struggle and you are the person that's in the right, you will kind of win this energy, so to speak. It is a good day to put something out in the world. It should be really well received. The rabbit is strategic. It's also, it's cautious, but it's also, a sociable animal. It's well received because it's calm and clever and just generally good natured. The moon is in Virgo, so we will be in our minds a lot again because we still have this Uranus opposition with Mercury and Black Moon Lilith. So we will continue to yeah, see more truths, see more ways that we are going to be wanting to fight justice. We could get in our heads a little too much today. I would really recommend doing something like yoga at the end of your day, a sound bath. Put down below, comment down below if anybody is a healer locally that's watching this, and or online, any kind of opportunities to help people get out of their head. Maybe it's going to a salt room and doing a meditation or an EES room. There's so many wonderful technologies and places to go these days. So online meditation, or whatever is always a good one as well. So we don't have to leave the house if you're not able to. That is okay. All right. So yeah, just again, watching yourself kind of being in your head. And also we just could feel like, okay, this is just again, some of the hard work is like, we've got this opposition with the moon and Saturn and Neptune and just maybe feeling a little disillusioned. So try to be gentle with yourself. Virgos are very analytic. Like I said, we can get in our head too much, but again, it can be a really good problem solver. It also really has that desire to do something with health, and with Mars being in Sagittarius, it can have that courage and that willpower to go forward with a health project. So this would be a good day to embrace that again with that yin wood energy of problem solving. Yeah, let's do something good for our health today. That is a great way to sort of end with a week. So it could be like a good workout class could be an amazing thing to do. Maybe it's just starting a walking or a hiking practice or something, simple, a stretching habit, whatever you're needing to do. And then we come to Saturday, December 13th. And this is a young fire dragon day. This will also be a good day to open up something. The dragon and the rat of the month, they are friends. They are problem solvers. So they're really going to be putting their thinking hats on together again to try to make peace in the world. And also that young fire feeds the yin wood of the year and also is helpful and nourishing to the young earth of the month. And so, yeah, it's just going to be a much better day. Saturday, I love this day. It's going to be a big idea day with that young fire dragon, very optimistic. The moon will still be in Virgo. So, again, we could still be a little bit overly analytical, a little too much in our heads. So, have the big ideas, have the big vision. But also do something to ground yourself, really lean into those health habits with the moon in Virgo, and with whatever you started and initiated on Friday, like continue to go forward with that. I'm just trying to see if I think that the moon might go out of Virgo later in the day. No, I think it'll still be there until the following day, or it's going to be a lot later in the day if that is the case. Yeah, so never mind. Yep, it's still going to be in Virgo all day long, pretty much on the 13th. Okay, I was just double checking. But yeah, I think, there's going to be overall some much cleaner, easier energy. There's this beautiful trine with Mercury and Neptune and Saturn. So we're just going to be communicating about um, things that are work related or that yeah, some of our desires, some of the things that we've been putting the hard work and energy into. We're going to be able to communicate things really nicely today. Won't be feeling that disillusionment anymore. So I like that we're ending I'm doing this as a Sunday through Saturday forecast. So, we all have different schedules, but beginning our weekend on a positive note or ending our week on a positive note, however you want to look at this. And what else? I think there was, oh, the sun is also square though to the Saturn and Neptune. But again, I think we'll just see this more in terms of leadership. So hopefully we'll be just seeing like that justice kind of coming to a little bit of fruition. Hopefully that might be interesting to see how that plays out. So, yeah. And then I think everything else I've been speaking about. Oh, wait. So Pluto, what was there an aspect with? Um, no, we have this nice little trine with Pluto and Mercury. So yeah, again, just useful communication today. So yay. It should be a great day to do something fun. Yeah, go out and adventure again with the Sagittarius season, wherever you are. And I hope that this has been helpful. I have really enjoyed sharing with you. Please, again, make sure you like the video, comment below, let me know where you're from, what landed for you. And if you're watching this throughout the week, like if you notice, like, what's already happened and what has already come true that I mentioned, if you notice some energies that were really tricky on certain days, that's really helpful. So I love this community. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. And I'll see you back here next week. And we'll be talking about, yeah, like I said, going into Sagittarius season fully. We were in that Mars and Sagittarius energy, so we're kind of already feeling it. But with Sun and Sagittarius, wow, it's going to be um, even more truth exploding, right? More adventures to be had. A joyous time, hopefully. I know that the um, holidays are a little tricky for all of us or many people. So again, get out, do your earthing, do your sunbathing, as in getting out and getting your, sun gazing rather, right? So, um, and yeah, drink your sea salt water first thing in the morning, really hydrating our body, remineralizing our body, excuse me, with that water. And I'm sure there's many other things you could be doing, like stretching, of course, walking, all the good things. So, all right. Thanks again. I'll see you real soon. Bye for now.